All right, thanks for joining me. This is my favorite time of day. It's not quite sunset, it's like right before sunset, and it's when like things kind of cool off a little. Anyway, so I hope you like the lighting. It's a little darker than my last video, but you can still see, hopefully. Go ahead and get comfy and, either put this on while you're like getting ready for work or you're starting your day, or you just need some background noise and some company. That's what I'm going for, pretty much. But yeah, I'm talking about my Circuit City. This was Coachella 2016. You wouldn't. Okay. Anyway, sorry. This was my first canvas this size, and I was really proud of myself. And I was really nervous. As you can tell, the difference between, let's see, this is my first one of this size, and I'll show you like, and then here's like a later one. I was a little more willing to think outside the box a bit and do some crazier stuff. But this one, I was so nervous that I was following my kind of my art rule, but this is a good way to explain my balance with abstract art that I, explain a lot. But okay, so let's map out this one. Okay. So I start with a blue background, and then I do, this one had gold in it too. Everyone really liked that. Excuse me, that was loud. I just heard it on my headphones. But so let's see, like these are paired, this block and this block. And then this one and this one are friends. I don't know if you can see it. Let me brighten my screen a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better. But yeah, so like this block and this block are paired. And then let's see some gold sections. This circle and this circle, they're friends. Let's see. These help each other out. Anyway, there's just it's kind of like, that's my bird. She wants out so bad. Oh my God, let me show her. Can you see her? She's never in her cage, but wait, I don't know if you can see her. Yeah, she's never in her cage, but I have to put her in there when I'm going to get sunburned sitting here. I have to put her in there when I open my door. Although she won't fly away, but I just get nervous, Why chance it? She's so cute. She wants out so bad. And that's my other bird. I have two. He always stays in there, though. He's too afraid. Okay. So let's see. Gold. Yeah, so, man, this would make more sense to explain in the process of doing it, but, like, I did these white marks, and then I did these white marks. So it's all a balance. I did, let's see, this gold. Which one matches that one? This one. It's a little smaller. But, I'll do something like a mark right here, and then I'm like, okay, I need something kind of more flowy like that, or more like it looks like it's almost finger painted. She's so pissed. It's so funny. Anyway, on another area, so I did that, and then I did. It's like a puzzle, and it's kind of satisfying to look at. These are actually, people like this style the most that I do, of the ones that I've showed people. Also, everyone loves the color blue. It's like so calming and like goes well with everything. This would be good for like a kitchen. I have a running joke. I call things like bathroom art. Every time it's like green or blue and like kind of calming, or like beige, which isn't an insult. It's just like perfectly matches a bathroom. Or like kitchen art usually has more like red or like browns and stuff. And living room art would be like oranges and greens and more like vibrant, kind of lively, But this is more suitable for a lot, but this would also be a busy bathroom. But I don't know. I don't even think this would be bathroom art. You know what I mean? But I usually pair it with what, part of the house it would fit best in. Like, I'll show you. Like this one is definitely, or for me, I mean, it's called coffee shop, but this one would be like right above your little coffee station. If you had like a cool ass house, I don't know. Just kidding. Or I had it in the bathroom for a bit. But I always worry about, I have to switch them out. I always worry about, until I get a proper frame for them warping in the bathroom, or even just getting stinky. I don't know. Like, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, this one's called Circuit City. It was named by other people. And I was like, hey guys, what does this look like? And it kind of looked like a city to me. And they're like, oh, well, actually it looked like circuits to me. And someone was like, oh, it looks like a city, or it was going to be called like Robot City or something like that. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And then I think someone said Circuit City or something. I was like, oh, that's the name. Like, a lot of the times it's named by other people, which is so cool. Like, it connects us all, through art. What does it look like to you? And they're like, oh, this. I was like, oh, that's sweet. And I know you also use a fair amount of gold in, like computer chips, I think. I'm pretty sure. So I thought that was a cool, it was already done with the gold before I thought that, but I was like, oh yeah, circuits. They also have they use gold in connect, you know what I mean? Conductive material, I think. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I'll explain one more thing. Oh, the dots. I really like these dots. They're playful. There's one of every color. So there's the blue ones right here. There's the white ones. Where's the gold? Gold dots right here, and the black dots. And yeah, that was kind of when I knew I was done with this painting, because let me bring it a little closer. I should have done that a little sooner. There we go. I always feel so dominant, like spreading the legs of my easel. I'm like, get over here. Just kidding. Yeah, the dots were a toss-up, because everything else is in its own section, kind of, and the dots go on top of the section, which was a rule I made for myself that I wouldn't break for this one. I like making rules because, anyway, let me complete my thought, but I did. There's a thought. What was I saying? Oh, see, that's why you can't, interrupt. No one interrupted me, but that's why, it's hard for people with ADHD to, we just have to jump from thought to thought, because now I forgot it. Rules. Yeah, I have something in my throat right now. I don't know why, but yeah, you make rules for yourself, and then you get to see the physical form of that rule. So, a rule I'm only going to use pigments of black and white, and then only pigments of black and white, and only squares. And sometimes there's bigger squares and smaller squares, and you have to get creative with that limitation. So I guess a palette is a rule. I only, 4 colors for this one? Blue, gold, white, black. Yeah, 4. Let me double check. I'll double check in a sec. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I only use 4 for this, yeah. And anymore, it could start looking cluttered and a little, yeah. This one was, a lot of people liked this one when I posted it. And it's just a little more satisfying. It's only 4 colors, and there's already so much going on that, do you need more colors? Although people like this one too, but you could tell the difference in, the ease of it. This is a lot to take in, which is cool, I guess, but, this is very, just kind of automatically satisfying. And I made it with that purpose, that there's a balance to it without even realizing what that balance is or how I got it, but through rules, I'd say. Okay, I will flip it. I got in so much trouble when I made this. I was dog sitting. Oh, that's a thin layer too. I'll show you how you can see the layers. That's kind of a thin layer of paint. If you can see through it like that, nowadays I would have waited for that to dry to do it again, but it's okay. I say nowadays, this wasn't a month ago. Just kidding. This was, I didn't even date this. When was this? One sec. It was early, it was April. Yeah. Yeah, it was April, I think. Here's the writing on the back. Oh, it really is only 4 colors. It's cool. Yeah, I got in a lot of trouble making this one. I'll flip it while I tell the story. Because I was dog sitting this dog that is super annoying. I just realized I'm doing like a one-person podcast. It's kind of funny. Um, I was dog sitting, and this doodle, man, I hate doodles, and I love dogs, but this doodle sucked, and I feel really bad. But one sec. They just sucked, tore everything apart. They were a puppy. The house was super far away. I had like 2 guys over at separate times. So the family saw that on camera, but I just hated that dog and I hated that house. And at that point, I was like, I don't care if I lose this family. And I feel really bad by saying that, but I didn't like destroy anything. I didn't, I watched their dog, did my job, but and of course you're not supposed to have people over, obviously, but also, yeah, whatever. I don't know. They weren't paying me enough anyway. I was getting like $200 for like an entire week of watching their house, and their house was scary and lame. I mean, it was cool. It was like fancy, but half of it was like outdated, or like half of it was redone and the other half wasn't. So it was like really creepy, like stepping into the hallway and seeing the rest of the house. But anyway, that's no excuse to, whatever. Anyway, but I got a tiny bit of this blue paint on the counter. And even before I left, I scrubbed the counter as much as I could to get it out. But they were pissed at me for that. So part of me, every time I see this, I think of being over at that house and like them getting really mad at me. But you live and learn. And the dog was fine. And yeah, they almost didn't pay me. I was like, are you kidding me? I watched your whole house for a week and you live super far away from me, like an hour away from me. I'm like, no, you're paying me or I'm going over there to get it myself. And they Venmoed me. Oh my gosh, is it coming through? Hold up. What happened here? There's like, I think there was water on it. I don't know. Something happened to this. I'll figure it out. There's like a hole in it, but it's not a hole. I got to see how that happened. Oh, I know how that happened. Dang. I had another painting sitting on top of it, and then when the coating you coat them with, they stick together, so you can't put them on top of each other a certain way. So I ripped it off, and I knew, I didn't think it would be damaged at all, but that's okay. Or actually, I thought for sure it was damaged, and then I didn't see any marks, so I was like, sweet, and then I just saw those 2 marks. Yeah, sometimes I write like the level of drunk I am while I'm doing it. Not that I drink all the time, but like I was really bored at this house. Yeah, it's just me and a dog and like a creepy house. I get really bored and I'm there to paint. I mean, I have a schedule where I could sleep in if I wanted to and like teach my students. I don't teach till after school anyway. So I don't really find, and I'm productive when I drink. I mean, I make this, so I don't really think there's anything wrong with it. But anywho, I was at like an 8 or 7 level of drunk or tipsy when I asked, my friend Clinton to transcribe for me. Very enjoyable and put me at ease, would recommend 10 out of 10. So later I came back to this because it wasn't full enough. The back of it wasn't full enough. But I was with a friend and I was like, can you write a few thoughts for me down on my painting? I want to finish it, but I can't write anything neat right now. And he's like, sure. Okay, so I said, I got in a hell of a lot of trouble during or after the creation of this. Honestly, I'm really happy with this one, and it would have been hard, and it would be hard for me to sell. Also, we're trauma bonded at this point as well, me and the painting. Let's see. Oh, people really took me more seriously after this one. I feel like it was a real turning point for me as an artist, in parentheses again. It was one of my first bigger ones, but I don't want to diminish it to just that. I was very intentional with this one. Glad it shows. Let me see. Let me get my little pointer thing. Oh, yeah, Circuit City, named by others, but I love it and it fits. I was pretty drunk. I guess I messed up my signature. It's pretty bad. Be proud of yourself when you do things worth being proud of. This is me spell checking myself. Coherent was one of the words. Let me see. Let's see. First time using. I have more thoughts. I'm glad it was received. Oh, I have more thoughts that are less coherent, but notable nonetheless. I'm glad it was received well and wasn't seen as cliche. I don't know why it would have been seen as cliche. I don't know why I'm so hard on myself to that extent. Like anyone would. I don't know. I think it's the jazz brain, or like being around jazz people. Like we're so hard on ourselves, and like because it's hard. It's survival. I've noticed people get nasty when they're surviving. In general, people get yeah, it's because they don't make enough money. Like they're all struggling. They're all who listens to jazz besides jazz people. Like more people listen to country than jazz. More people listen to, and I love jazz. And I actually think more people listen to jazz than classical. But still, anyway, it's just survival, and I don't take it personally anymore now. But I took that mindset into art, which I shouldn't have. But also, why I love it so much, I could find this is my own little pocket of the world now, and it's not tied to jazz guys or guys I've slept with or whatever. You know, fighting for like respect or like they said something rude about the way I sang. Yeah, I don't know. I was dating this like kind of famous guy in the jazz scene, and this other guy. Oh, and I did a lot of gigs with him because of that. And this other guy was like, she's not even that good. She's only up there because she's dating him. It's like, duh. Do you want to date him? Are you jealous? Like, duh. But I also am good. And he wouldn't have dated me if I wasn't. You know. And his girlfriend after me, like, went to Juilliard. Like, you have to, like, intellectually match these people to even... they don't want, like, a bimbo, you know? It's like, I know my stuff, bitch. You don't even know me. The guy who said that. Anyway, whatever. I'm on a whole tangent. Oh, Clinton wrote this. My friend. So, like I said, at the house, I had a friend over, and I had him watch me paint, which is cool because I get to describe it and talk about it while I'm doing it. And he wrote, "This is the first time I saw her paint, and watching her thoughts unfold in front of me. It was divine." That's a sweet thing to say. Let's see. Writing on an old painting. Oh, so I finished this painting. A couple months before I like rewrote some of this stuff again. So I said, writing on an old painting feels like sleeping with an ex, but that kind of feels good anyway. But, oh, okay. Writing on an old painting feels like sleeping with an ex, but kind of feels good anyway to relive old feelings. Revisit old feelings. So insightful. Oh my God. So insightful. Really happy with this one. It would be hard for me to sell. We're trauma bonded. I think that's it. This one is honestly so satisfying, and I did everything in my power to make it so. This one is fun to do all the way through. It's a simple, I'm not stepping on any of my rules. It's like I have my dun, 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 here, there. And it's just like, it's like Sudoku. It's just like Sudoku. That's actually what I'm going to start saying now. It's just like Sudoku. And it looks like Sudoku. Okay, one sec. Last thing. Geez, I can't read other people's handwriting. Let me see. Part of what made this painting so satisfying, in my opinion, is that I was watching videos of other successful artists and their process the entire time. I was very inspired to take the patience it required to make something I was more proud of. Yeah, I was watching, basically like watching videos of like people sculpting and just like their focus and the way they talk about their art. And they're like, it's the texture, it's the way. And I was like, it is the texture, it is the way. And I was doing and I felt, I was like, yes, I know, you're right. And I was doing my thing. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to flip it one more time for you guys to see. Oopsie daisy. There it is at Circuit City. Do you want one more closer look at it? Let me see. I think we're good. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.